This is the presynaptic neuron, which sends the messages, and this is the postsynaptic neuron, which receives the messages.
The soma is the cell body which contains the nucleus. These are the dendrites that are like branches that receive the messages sent by the presynaptic neuron. The things sticking out are the spines that serve as a storage space and transmit electrical signals.
The axon is the long worm that contains information and carries information away from the cell. It's protected by the myelin sheath, which is the fatty tissue. The spaces in between the myelin sheath is called the nodes or rhombiae. The terminal buttons are at the end of the axon and contain vesicles, which carry neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are chemical substances that transmit information to the postsynaptic gap. And the synapse is the gap in between the neurons that prevent the neurons from touching each other. So now we are going to explain the transmission process. First, the resting potential is when the neuron is not firing and just chilling out. If you ignore all of this, it's just chilling out. It's not firing anything, just resting.
Action potential is when the neuron fires. A stimulus triggers this and it either goes or it doesn't, which is called the all or none principle. During action potential, the axon becomes depolarized, which means the sodium ions rush into the membrane and the potassium ones leave.
The neurotransmitters are sent to the postsynaptic neuron. Once the message is received, they are released to the receptor site. After the receptor sites release the neurotransmitters, and the neurotransmitters are reabsorbed by the terminal buttons of the presynaptic neurons in a process called reuptake.
So basically, it's a cycle and happens over and over again.